Alan here, coming at you today with a different type of video for my channel. Although I do have a playlist on hashtag AuthorTube, so it's really not totally new that I've been writing again. Now I was gonna show the publication, the anthology that I wrote for and submitted to. And I've mentioned it before on my channel. There's only a couple, two, three that I know of, and I'm the last one at the party on BookTube for stuff. So there's probably more than I know. I'm sure there is definitely more writing things going on, BookTube, than I know about. But I know of two. So anyway, I was going to show the publication and even mention it in the video and hashtag it and all that, but then I'm thinking, and I have before mentioned it maybe the last year, so a while ago, but then I'm thinking I don't want to, this is my weird thing, sway the editor one way or the other, positively or negatively. I'm having second thoughts about the manuscript that I submitted because I wrote it so fast, and it's short. It's only 7 pages long, like not even 2,000 words. And one thing you should do that I don't always do is read the publication before you submit to it, not just go by the title. And I have, but some of these stories are rather longish. Probably 5,000 words or so, which isn't long for a short story. I want to show you 2 examples of short stories of mine. I used to write quite a bit. I'm now more like a writer who doesn't write. I used to journal, like a daily diary type journal, and I'll show you a picture of all my journals over there, and I've had 10 times as many, lost them all or threw them away. I have some other souvenirs all the way back from high school. I'm not a hoarder. I threw away some postcards that my girlfriend saved over a period of like 10 years from Maricopa County Jail, with Joe Arpaio, and I finally threw them away. Hopefully I saved some in a filing cabinet down in Phoenix because they're worth money on eBay. Just the postcards alone, they have to be pristine, so mine wouldn't be worth anything. But oh man, I need to write a story about Sheriff Joe someday. I was digging through some stuff and I came across this contest, the 1993 Killer Frog Anthology, Scavenger's Newsletter. I was living in Tempe, Arizona at the time, 93, in grad school, and won this contest for a story about frogging called Lincoln Went a Froggin'. And it's like Civil War and all this. Got paid money for it. I'm not surprised I don't have a copy of the check. But I wrote that, I say all that to say this, that I wrote that in a period of days. Like I wrote this story that I submitted. Now the editor works with writers and stories, so I'm willing to work with mine. I'm thinking of a different ending already, but this is the process that you go through when you submit to contests and for publication. I was rejected last year, 2 years ago, in the Garbology #1 in writing. I was accepted for some artwork though, so brag on me, brag on myself for that. But so those two stories came fast. I remember writing the frog story, which I'm tempted to rewrite, submit again to other places, which is allowed. I mean, it's my story, and it's a crazy story. I can sit here and tell you what it's about. I tend to hate writers who talk about writing. That is, who say, "Here's my new book. It's about," and tell you what it's all about and like why you should like it. I'm talking about like the process of just submitting and the feelings that come along with that. Now, I've read the old anthology of this new story, and the stories are much longer than mine, and like even crazier than mine. And the second thought, and now that I have made a video, and I've told some friends about it, which I don't mind. I'll tell them if it gets rejected too. Now I'll have to tell you as well. So that's the thing about writing. At least I used to act, yes, on the stage, and there's something about being rejected. Next, to be or next. It's easier getting rejected in the mail. Now let me get to this story. I've been writing this for, the address on this is 10 years old, because I lived there a long time ago. Now I was surprised when I looked this over, because at first I thought all the pages were that red, and they're not. And also in this, I have one copy that's pretty dirty and another that's clean, both sides of the page. So, and the second cleaner one has a quotation from Dennis Johnson. "I'm not surrounded by demons here. These are trained and certified counselors." I don't know you know where that's from. I'll have to Google it. I didn't write down where it's from. So this is like, it's a short story, longish for me. Tempted to rewrite it just from scratch off the top of my head, or I'm gonna reread it, see if the changes mean anything to me now. I haven't looked at it in a long time, years. And Brian at Bookish has already offered to be my beta reader. If I'm saying that correctly, that's the one who reads your work as an editor would. So, I'd be fool not to take advantage of that offer from my friend Brian at Bookish. And I have other friends who write, acquaintances. I'd like to make more friends who write. But see, I don't self-publish, and I'm not really into indie press. I don't want to. That takes a lot of time and effort. I understand and realize. It takes a lot of self-promotion and organization and strength, and that which I'd rather just submit to lit mags and contests, and say the less the better. Let me know if you're writing anything. What else could I ask? Do you have a favorite quote from a writer? I know a lot of quotes from writers: Hemingway, Oscar Wilde. We got into it on the Monday live show about an Oscar Wilde quote. I don't think either of us nailed it, but we both got it paraphrased. The only way to rid temptation is to yield to it. Put your favorite quote down below if you would. make a comment. I'll reply back to you. And thanks.